It's a question to Black America. What you got in your house? Right now, we need a committee of intellects that can represent the trenches, the hill, the palace, the complexity of who without selling us out. What you got in your house? Huh? We're number 15 and the African diaspora. We're 15. Where do we, where, because we see it now. They realize them blacks, raccoons, they don't care nothing about us. But who is ready to stand up? And when they have these meetings and all of that, y'all go around the world and then you come back and report it to real Black Americans. Who ready? I need some lawyers that do international law, regional law, federal law, and state law. I seen you graduating. Have you passed the bar? Have you been working? Are you waiting on somebody to give you a job? Accountants. I need an international accountant. I need somebody who deal with multiple currencies. And I don't need nobody to flip my money. I need somebody to make sure it's in the right places so it can flow. So nobody lack no good thing. Are y'all getting ready? Can't nobody represent the slave block kids but the slave block kids. Nobody. Because I'm seeing, I love y'all dearly. But y'all didn't want to be black till it was cool. We was black when it was a fad in the 70s. We were black when they killing us. We were black. And we told them this our land. We told them what they were doing. Soul food is food of the soul. That was the slop. We ate entrails. They made delicacies out of fruits and vegetables. They made pies. Y'all understand soul food? That was food of the soul. Didn't nobody want to be black until now. Where y'all been? And then y'all arguing. We ain't arguing. Y'all look just like them motherfuckers. Look, them Klansmen telling us what we is. And then Black History Month, y'all know this Black American history. Nobody, these children should not have to explain this to you. And what we call soul food was guts, hooves. After they ate the good meat, they would throw them, and they made delicacies. Black America, slave block kids is like, we only had us. Y'all didn't comfort us. Y'all didn't help us. The man from Ghana just apologized. Y'all still sitting up here debating 500 years and it's evidence what they did. And look at what they settled for. Don't do this to us. This is this the best Black History Month I ever seen. The white skinned people finally standing up and saying, fuck no, we're not going to let this happen to them no more. That's what's supposed to been happening. The Lax and Raccoon, you supposed to be shutting the fuck up before it got bad. Because you didn't know what you was dealing with. Y'all not going to do this, not this Black History Month, bro. This is the children's time. And every time I hear them, they telling the truth on y'all. Y'all didn't want to be black till black got popular. They been wanting to be black. Everything they ever got, they whitewashed. It was us on the slave bar trying to make it easy for everybody. In cursive, that's our shit. And we didn't even know what they was doing, and we still, 500 years later, boom, baby, we on the line, boy. We deserve better than that. That's a goddamn shame y'all can ignore us for 500 years. You could listen to propaganda for 500 years. You could let immigrants come in here on our shit and be invited by other immigrants for 500 motherfucking years. And in 2025, when we are in our right mind, y'all gonna play in our faces? Did y'all not see yourself before that vote? Did you not see the disdain and the hate that you had in your fucking eyes for a black woman? How dare it? That was the line. Y'all don't want to face our men, them lion tigers and bear killers. They ain't got to put their hands on you. They work ethic you can't match. And now, bitch, he taking your guns. That's all you had. But guess what? Now you met a generation, bitch. You can't get us all. And if we go, you got to go. Y'all don't fuck yourself. It was us. Our ancestors laid that goddamn light down and said one day, taught us just be quiet, hold your, and they had it like we was respected. No, bitch. That's how we made it past you ain't shit motherfuckers. What you don't know, you can't attack. We let you think you was better than us. We said, go ahead, you can have it, go ahead. Then they played the game like nah, bitch, that was our leftovers. We invented the shit. That was our leftovers. And now look, 500 years later, look at y'all self. Y'all can't even let us have a moment. There used to be a week. What were y'all in? The man started because somebody looked in his motherfucking face and said, Black American ain't got no history. Bitch, we are the history. They talk about us in our face like we ain't here. We tired, bruh. And I know me, and y'all ain't getting away with shit. Nothing. We got a 500-year list. We not forgetting that we elephants. We make the way. We are elephants in the jungle, baby. Then they give you these fucking myths. The lion don't do shit. The lioness do. He sleep how many hours out the day? We not playing no more. And you foreigners, I'm sorry. We were never docile. We didn't let them do it to us. It wasn't worth it. Look, at the vote, we said leave us alone. Look. We ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Everybody said they hate black people. They want to call us niggers. They know that was our money. Right now, today, they know the truth. This is what we've been living through. And we're not dying. We got the same anger in us as them, and we are justified in our anger. If we swallow all of them, we justified in our anger. But we're not beasts. We're gods. Men and women of God. We're the peculiar generation. We come in all colors, shapes, and sizes. Y'all don't want to be free. And to act like, and then this year is restoration year, bruh. Y'all gonna cheat y'all way in the restoration. Is that what it is? What y'all thought is sit by and see us and see how God worked with us. And then when we got there, how are you different than the races? How you different? We were the revenue, our bodies, the insurance company, the banks, our ancestors' physical bodies. They couldn't read, they couldn't write, but they endured. They had their own language, their own way. And we know the beginning, everybody fucking African. But what about the slave black kids of the day? They didn't disappear. What? And then they did that to us. They treated us worse than a dog. They did us in fucking, you still can't fathom. All that shit that they doing, it's worse than that they did to us for hundreds of years. And I don't care about them white folks, what they think. I already knew this was going to happen. They've been conditioned that way. But for our own, and then y'all acting brand new. In 2026, for real. We can't. We're not going to. We're not going to play. We didn't play it with the racists. We're not going to play it with nobody else. That's our country. We never had a time to rest. We never had a time to say no. We're going to take these 2 years and some months. It's supposed to be a fourth to vote and say no. Y'all really about atoning? Take care of your abuser. Take care of the one that told you that black people wasn't nothing. And then take care of the one that was pulling our money out the communities to take care of them. And it's appearing away now. Foreigners, y'all got that guap, that grip? I own a company. I help my people from the root. I make sure they're able to go walk to the governmental door they need and say, you know what, I know just as much as you. If they don't, I'm a fuck up. Man, don't do us like that. We've been done like that 500 years by white folks. We know it, and let me tell you why. Them Lex and Coon so tired us into the shit, bruh. By the time we realized what the fuck really was going on, we just want our money to get the fuck away from them. That integration and shit, that was a soul tie. Why do you think it was just 1 or 2 babies? Why do you think it was just 4 little girls? And when that man got up there, and this is the irony of it all, y'all had FBI, CIA, you spent money and years tracking us, hunting us like dogs. But the one that got you is the one that looked like you. The one that's putting your business in the street is the one that looked like you. They got you in global trouble. And y'all keep watching this reality show. These people know behind closed doors they in some trouble. This is they do reality. They've been doing this our whole fucking lives, bruh. White is right, brown stick around, black get mad. But everything they get from black people, they get our leftovers, exploited. We don't even know they're getting rich. By the time we realize, wait a minute, we don't want it no more. Yes, elephants. I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm talking and walking. Elephants never forget. Elephants are the grandfathers of the jungle. They tusk, they make rivers, and they topple trees. They have a synchronicity that builds. I know y'all read the nursery rhyme about the elephant with the thorn, and it took a mouse to get it out. Something he feared. That's what we was dealing with. We had a thorn in us. And we were sitting, inventing, and creating. We never paid attention to the little mouse until God put the cheese out. That money, baby. And they did it. They went there. That's why we are so covenant. And now, if it wasn't for us saying, you know what, we're going to choose freedom if they don't, we got us. Look, they've been doing this 500 years. They had NATO, all those word curses, because they didn't want to treat us right and pay us right. They act like they were doing the world a favor. They were using y'all. They were dope dealing. They're the biggest hustlers ever is. And this is the children. And that's them. Look how long they've been in them seats. That's why they were stuck there. They had a soul tied to a secret. We tried to tell y'all that. And now we ain't saying nothing. Look, everybody, black people, what are y'all talking, what black people? We ain't saying, we told y'all about Nicki Minaj before Nicki Minaj showed you who she is. Who y'all talking to? We told you anybody you see with them folks are not our heroes. Our heroes is the candy lady, the candy man. Our heroes are uncle, auntie, grandma, and grandpa. We got real living heroes that help us, that we can call and go to. We don't look at that stuff because we're not trying to run away from our lives. We love being black in America. Because they do that, we don't care. And I don't know why people think it affect black people. They pulled Project 2025 and y'all had to see it yourself. That's not what they think of us. It'll never win. We're not here to compete with them. We live here. We're humans. And this Black history is just revealing everything. And y'all don't be like them. We're not dumb. We know what we're doing, bro. We outlasted them. 500 years of doing that to us, they have nothing. 500 years of us enduring it. Look, we got everything. The new currency is food seed. The new wealth is land ownership. 20 years ago, we got kids that got blocks with their name on it. We got real places, but they visual because they were so jealous of our success. They're going to give you something like this, that, and guess what? It failed. like it will always do. And now look, they wanted to be black people so bad. Look what just been revealed on the global level. They savior, they messiah, they whatever the hell they thought it was. That. Listen, evil do not mess with smart people. I'm sorry. Just remember that. And smart does not mean knowing what the world knows. Smart means having the discernment to know, nah, you trying to tempt me. Nah, what am I thinking about? Why did that come to me? Asking them questions. Why? What is this going to lead to? Simple little thing. Thank you, baby. Thank you. And we love everybody. I think that's the thing. We can't help but love everybody. It just in us. But the thing that we don't have, we have a spiritual communication. You see, we in alignment. But as far as visual, audio, I think that's where the missing link at. I think that's what's happening because you can watch their television, but it's going to be white centered and what they think we saying and what they think we want. I think we need a satellite to do mass communication how we do it. Because the kids, they got their urban I love that. It's hood, it's out there, but they understand that. Generation X, we never build for ourselves. Because guess what we were told? Shut up, be quiet, they got it. Well, they still here and they ain't got it. Then you have I call them pontificators. Those are those people, baby, all they got is words. They can pontificate, and then you watch the people that know the Bible, verse by verse, but where are they fruit? But let me tell you one sign, they have no testimony. A person has no testimony to get them away from you. Not, that happened to me too. That's not a testimony. They'll get raw with you. It happened to me because I did wrong. I was sleeping with 2 or 3 people. You feel what I'm saying? That's a testimony. If people you are hear about others' testimony, that's how I heal you. Because you hear their pain, you hear what they went through, and you can see their survival. And don't try to, I don't know, just be. My whole thing to let y'all know that you are the conscious thought of God. This is your life. And I know that world system, baby, it's always gonna be a fire going on because they got the gas in the match. I can't even explain it. I've just been around this environment my whole life, and I never thought I'd have to deal with it again because I'm living a different way. And I found out it's a spiritual thing. It's not even a mindset. They're overtaken by evil, don't even know the international trouble they in. The people that follow them wouldn't know because you only know what they say, and they don't know nothing because they ain't paying the price of attention. See? So you have to seek for yourself. You have to understand everything. Like me, I listen to everybody, evil people and good people. I learn from everybody. Sometimes you learn what not to do. Sometimes you learn how they ain't got no bottle, baby. I don't know who told y'all evil gonna stop and got. If you give it food, it's gonna eat. You pay attention to it. It does not care about negative or positive attention. It just knows you see it. And the best thing for everybody, get a mirror. Like me, I can only tell you this because I went through stages of repentance. When the people that I used to be like started, God had to show me who I was. I had to suck it up. I had to humble myself. I had to understand that the vessels are not the problem, it's a spirit. It's just a lot of things that I had no teachings for. I had to learn by trial and error. It hurt. It broke me to prayer. I bet you that it didn't break me down, but it sure broke me to my knees, and some days it broke me to my face. Well, I had to cry. And let me tell you another question you're going to ask God. Why me? Because you're going to see so many people wanting to be and pretending. And you like, God, is this my cup? I always ask him. He loved that. When I tell y'all, God love for you to ask him questions, sit with him, talk to him. Yes. And the first thing your little GOD in you, where's your compass at? Ask that only you can answer that. I'ma stay on good. I'ma stay on unicorn and rainbows. I got to, because the darkness in me, baby. And when I tell you they tried to push me there, but I knew who to call out on. I knew if I could just pray. And that was my mustard seed that saved my life. And that's when I knew God, that he is real. But it gotta be you and him. I know corporate prayer is good, but everybody ain't in the building, ain't there for what you there for. Everybody that stand up and say God called them, and no matter how much I tell people trying by the Spirit, don't put your money in places that don't grow. People are so tied to religious people. They're not even tied to the religion because they think if you walk out the church, you leaving God. They think if you don't want to hear nothing from them about God, you ain't got to relate. No, people get tired of lying people. People get tired of frauds. People get tired of people that only want to sit behind you when you get there. Some folks have to go through a hard, long journey, and a lot of people don't even see them to the success. And it's not fair to those people. If I'm like the little red hen, that's how I got here. My husband and my kids. I'm just blessed to have so many. I'm blessed that my husband believes in God. It ain't just me. People be like, "Oh, he's for it." No, he believe in God. He know that I'm not gonna do nothing I'm not called to do. And yes, I take the arrows. People gonna talk about me, treat me bad, do all that. So it's gonna be that one in that crowd that mustard seed gonna hit, and they gonna be a tree. Well, that same person that buffed for me, when they come, cause you come back around, baby. If it ain't the same person, it's gonna be the same spirit. If it ain't the same spirit, it's the same situation. Yeah. You know why? Cause life be life. We are here as a. This is our where we. This is where we live to see where we're going for eternity. You have choices. You hear me? The heart of man is cold, and that's more dangerous being tipped by Satan. Cause look at them. They have said I'm God. They have said ain't nothing gonna happen to me. And everybody is astonished. Now they're astonished because they didn't think it'd go that far. And trust me, the little mouse finna stop it. I keep telling you, there's a soul that today entertaining evil. It will rot your mind. It will have you confused. It will have you around people that don't mean you no good. Yes, it will. Evil is not. That's why God got to deliver you from it. And the father Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they tried deliverance in every kind of way. Playing with the church, looking the part, using the money. Now look at them. It's just kingdom time and reaping season. And for Black Americans, speak, be happy, be proud of yourself, because you are the evidence. You are the history that no evil shall win. I don't care what you did in your life. You can start today and repent. I don't care who you are, how you are. You can start right where you are and repent. Go to the people you wrong. Make your wrong right. You gonna be. I'm telling you, that godly sorrow thing have you in the mirror crying like, why? Why did I do that? And then like me doing the work, having to go back to the root. My choice being disobedient child. Going out into the world trying to conquer the world with no skills. My parents were young kids with a baby. And now I'm 53. Didn't accomplish damn nothing they did. Ain't that strong? That's why I take my hat off. Stop calling women pick me women. You hear me? Old Southern women, if don't if you will know a pick me women, you know them. They gonna let their children get molested, this, that, blah, blah, and always gonna talk about. But what about me? But old Southern women. Now the rest of y'all had time to get up. But Southern women, baby, I take my hat off to them. When I see what I see now, read them laws, I take my hat off to them. I ain't got it, ain't gonna do it. To men who did it, they did it. They abused their wife, abused their children. They worked them all field, them jobs. Their hands crumpled up. They ain't do nothing but what I take my hat off to them. And then to see how much they've been dishonored. Just because y'all thought that world was better than labor. Now you still gonna have to labor. And you're gonna have to look them. I promise you, baby, if it ain't the spirit, it gonna be the situation. If you run from the person, don't do it. Today's a good day. It's Thursday. Throw it back. And it's all up to y'all. Don't ever let nobody tell you nothing other than that. Every choice you make is yours. And every choice you make decides, listen, your life. And me, like I say, I stay on positive because I was raised in the darkness, real darkness. And the money, you gotta have that money, this, that. And the stuff they did, I'm like, Lord have mercy. And I'm a young kid. And these are the generation talking about the older generation, but the older generation got land. The older generation broke curses. The older generation made history. My mama and them generation ain't got shit to show for a pot to piss in and throw it out of unless they go back to their mom and daddy shit. I seen this with my own eyes, and I wanted to be God bless a child that has their own. And yeah, I did it. I let them tell. They told me down, honey. They script me butt naked in the rain, but we on the line, boy. So I give this testimony. It is about you. It's about your life. And y'all watch people try to demean you, because some people, that's the con, baby, to make you feel bad so they can keep using you. But I'm going to give y'all this phrase, I'll be that. You ugly, I'll be that. Then when they try to play me, there go my light bill. Bragging about what they had. What you giving? See, that's how you verbally try spirit by the spirit. Let them know what level they supposed to be on. If they got excuses, they there for the attack. Now, life gonna be life, honey. Distinguish between life, this just life, because the rain come out on the just and the unjust. Or it's attack. Don't never let nothing, if reciprocity, you don't keep count. When a person come around you, it's like a battery done energized just for them being there. See, there are things that are priceless that money can't buy, honey. Integrity, love, happiness, peace, joy, that human connection that makes you know I'm alive. Yeah, good, bad, and ugly. It all works out for the glory of the God and those who are called for his purpose. And remember, many are called, but few are chosen. And the field is plenty, y'all. The workers are just few. But that's all he needs is one. I know I'm one. I just 28 years, baby, and it's the best Black History Month I've ever seen. It just hurts my heart that people think that they can play us with a racist mindset just because they got our color. Don't do that. One thing, I want you to picture a white man. Close your eyes. He black. That's who we are. We know what they know, can do what they do. We even more powerful. We're centered in truth and love. But don't y'all ever play with us. We know who we are. We know what we've done. We know what we came from. We're not embarrassed. We're not ashamed. If the abused ain't embarrassed, why should we be? And with me, I am that angry black woman. I don't give a fuck what. You damn right I'm angry. You murdered my ancestors. You got rich off my ancestors. You ran around this motherfucking world and told people it was y'all. You damn right I'm angry. And you have the nerve in the age of revelation, 2026, time of restoration, to try to play in our face. I'm angrier. They don't like it. We don't like 500 years having to hide and be quiet and this, that. And then y'all just believe the stereotype. Y'all know that's how we filter y'all outright. We see who you believe. That's why line is drawn. Put some respect on our. We are the slave block kids, FBA, pro. We know that. We know who we are. And we not know Tariq Nasheed, FBA. We know what the fuck we saying. He knew too. Word association. Didn't I tell y'all? They said, like I used to say, life be life. But I knew it was going to catch on. You see what I'm telling you? Because I put it in the atmosphere. But I want you to understand who we are. We are the slave block is a peculiar generation God took into his bosom for such as a time as this. We will not be played with because y'all have revealed your 2025, y'all revealed it all to us. We didn't, Barack, that's a man, lying tigers and bags. We knew you weren't gonna fuck with his wife. But this woman, and she was half black. Y'all something like black, this, that. Y'all should have never did that. People paid you to do it, lobbied for you to do it. You thought you was part of a clique. No, baby, they demons. They had a soul tie that they thought they were going to get attacked again. And now it's time to pay the piper. And it's a global fee to pay. Just on this Black History Month, honor. We're not asking y'all to do nothing for us. Just leave us alone and let us be. But for those who laid their life down and built this bitch for y'all, died, their bodies and blood is still under them concrete. Give them some respect, honor, and dignity. Acknowledge what they did here. Acknowledge that they got culture.